Hi there, what's a good book? Well, this is a question that most of us would differently reply to. Is it the way it's written, the characters, the plot? Or is it something more, a book that after you've closed the last page, left you with more questions than answers? Why this? Why that? How come? Why? Hi there, welcome back. Well, I just finished one of those books, and in this video, using this book as an example, we'll talk about what makes a good book really good. Do you know the moment when the story doesn't finish when you finish the book? It just started? Before we move on, please take a moment and write down what you think makes a good book really good, maybe even great. After watching this video, compare it with what we've discussed and write your answer in the comments section. An exciting discussion is coming up. Now, the book in question here is Personality and Power by Kershaw, subtitled Builders and Destroyers of Modern Europe. I got this book as a Christmas present from my sister, as she knows I love history, that I love reading about great historical figures, and that leadership is a topic I have been passionately engaged with for a long time. In this fascinating historical nonfiction book, author Kershaw delves into the lives and impacts of 12 politicians and statesmen from the 20th century. Here they are listed. It's quite an interesting selection, worth a separate discussion. He categorizes them into destroyers and builders and explores the reasoning behind these labels. What I found particularly compelling about this book is the way Kershaw scrutinizes each figure under the same set of principles. He discusses their personalities, the conditions before they came to power, how they came to power, their actions while in power, how they lost power, and their legacies. I found this concept very interesting. I don't think it's new, but it helps you understand the dynamic of power and politics in a very logical way. This book isn't just about history and politics. It's a profound exploration of leadership. It made me think about the conditions I find myself in as a leader, person, the legacy I wish to leave, and how I am shaping my environment, for example, here through this channel. It's a twofold journey, understanding the monumental historical figures of the 20th century and grasping the essence of leadership, which extends beyond politics. Since finishing this book, my mind has been buzzing with thoughts and questions. One striking question Kershaw poses for each leader is, did they make history or did history make them? This is a question we all should ponder. Do external events shape us or do we shape them? Each politician in this book has their own story, and though the author gives us his opinion, it also opens an internal discussion here about what we think about it. For instance, consider Helmut Kohl, the German chancellor who was in power during a pivotal moment in history, the fall of the Berlin Wall. Was it his actions that led to these events, or was he a product of them? More the latter. Or Winston Churchill, who became prime minister during World War II and navigated Britain during this unfathomably difficult time. Was his personality critical in the Allies' victory, or would any other politician do the same? Okay, now I've already got carried away talking about the book. So the answer is getting closer to what's a good book. Well, now as I've experienced, I'll say that a good book is when I'm reading it, I'm halfway through, and find myself spending half an hour or a full hour chatting with a friend over the phone about the book, analyzing the content I read, what I like, what I don't like, what I agree with or disagree with. And then, after I finished the book, I still spent significant time asking myself and discussing, talking to others. Oh, you know how Lenin or de Gaulle came to power? Or did you know Margaret Thatcher's policies? Do you remember Gorbachev and the Soviet Union? The author said this about that, and he thinks that this is important to know. And what do you think? A good book is about observing and learning. You know, this book helped me in recognizing how important it is to think critically about our present, understanding what's happening today and what might the future be, as history does have the habit of repeating itself. Developing critical thinking is crucial in an age when we are often thinking like algorithms. This book prompts us to make connections that are only sometimes obvious, connecting dots that are unconnectable at first glance. Personality and Power is not just a book, it's a journey into the intricate world of leadership and history. It's a book that doesn't just end when you finish reading it. It's a conversation starter, a thought provoker, and a critical thinking enhancer. If you're looking for a book that will leave a lasting impact, and of course that you are interested in the subject, this is the one. Now, check your notes from the beginning of this video. What did you write? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you've read Personality and Power, or if you have any other book recommendations, a book that you consider a good book, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and of course remember to like, share and subscribe for more book discussions. Until next time, keep reading and keep thinking.